Hello everybody and welcome to Fusion Virtual episode 16, and what an episode it is. This is the episode in which we will crown the fourth man in that fatal four-way match. If you've not seen it on the Fusion Pro Wrestling Facebook page, I urge you to check that out. It was announced exclusively on the Fusion Pro Wrestling Facebook page that we would have a Rumble match in this episode. And the winner of that match will be added to the triple threat. Yes, Dougie Matthews is in that match. Yes, Big Red is in that match. Yes, Pequeno Loco is in that match. But there's going to be one more. And that will be determined at the end of this episode. But for now, RJ Silver's on his way to the ring. Somebody who is not in that match, it would seem. RJ Silver knows what it's like to challenge for the Fusion Virtual Championship, of course. Unsuccessful against Brian Stone on episode 6. The first challenger to Brian Stone. First of many. And his opponent, his former tag team partner, the man he threw by the wayside when he disbanded Paradox, Andy Knox. But Andy's found more success in Fusion Virtual alongside Team Ego, there as you can see, with Jake Chambers, Dick Chambers and Dougie Matthews. They've had their ups and downs, this team. Dougie Matthews obviously challenging, as we've established, for the Fusion Virtual Championship. Jake Chambers has had a Fusion Virtual Championship opportunity also against Brian Stone, and also unsuccessful. So these are men that understand how important it is to be the top dog here in Fusion Virtual. And this promises to be a great match. Andy Knox, a fan favourite, unlike the rest of the members of Team Ego. Quite the stark contrast when you think about it. Knox, obviously, fans love him, but you know, he's with these horrible men in Dougie and Jake and Dick. The fans haven't turned their back on him, which is strange. And he hasn't turned his back on them either, which is even stranger. RJ and Andy in the ring. And RJ Silver, it must be said, has been the most impressive member of Paradox in Fusion Virtual. Obviously, Ry Lloyd hasn't been seen in Virtual since the very first Virtual, all the way back in March when we did Streamfest, due to a broken leg. So we've not seen anything of him. Connor Klein's been very quiet since the disbanding of Paradox in Fusion Virtual. Andy Knox obviously has joined Team Ego to mixed success, whereas RJ has been on to challenge for that championship, and he's defeated the likes of Reinhardt and Pequeno Loco to get there. Oh god, RJ seemed to be going for some kind of suplex there, but Andy Knox got out of it. Big dive there, no. I think Andy Knox got the knees up there, but it didn't work out too well for him because he gets hit with that suplex again. And like we say, there's so much history in this match, not just in the virtual world, but in real life. Although in real life, Paradox aren't as dysfunctional as they are in the virtual world. They were very, very shockingly poor when they were together in Fusion Virtual, losing every match they were part of. But as we say, in the singles ranks, they've mostly gone on to be successful. Andy Knox has RJ up, and oh, I think RJ hit his face along every rope on the way down. And those ropes, you know, they are not soft. They are not gentle. If your face hits that could potentially break your nose, but RJ Silva gets a curb stomp in, and that could be the end of the match. 1, 2, Team Ego look on, and it's a 3. Team Ego have no option but to stare at Anthony Knox. Very big win for RJ Silva, putting him on 7-3 in Fusion Virtual. But more important than this match is the next match, because we are not messing around. We are jumping straight into that Rumble match to determine the 4th man in the Fusion Virtual Championship match on episode 18. And in case you're unfamiliar with the rules, 2 men will start in the ring, entrants 1 and 2, and every 60 seconds a new entrant will come down to the ring until all 10 men have entered. Eliminations can only occur when an entrant is thrown over the top rope and both feet hit the floor. The match will end when there is 1 wrestler left, and he will be crowned the winner and will go on to challenge for the Fusion Virtual Championship on episode 18. And who's entrant number 1? It's no other than Pequeno Loco, the first ever Fusion Virtual Championship, so it's fitting that he's the first entrant into this match. Pequeno Loco's reign was disappointing, the shortest of all the Fusion Virtual Championship reigns. Never actually successfully defended it. He won it by defeating Creeper in the final of the Fusion Virtual Tournament, and then a few weeks later, in his first defense, ducks out straight away to Brian Stone in that no DQ match. So you have to imagine that Pequeno Loco really wants to rectify that, not only by becoming the first ever 2-time Fusion Virtual Champion, but also by just you know, making a bit more of a name for himself as champion, making some successful defenses. And now we meet entrant number 2. We might do at some point anyway. I'm very eager to see who's going to come out. Oh my god. These two cannot stop crossing paths. In any multi-man match, any big match like this, these two, maybe, you know, there's never-ending rivalry. You know, we go back to the first ever match, you know, in the Fusion Virtual Tournament. These two competed. The match ended very controversially. Pequeno Loco's first defense of that championship, obviously, as we've established, losing to Brian Stone. You know, and Brian Stone defending his championship successfully against Pequeno Loco. There's been so many matches between these two, and now Brian Stone is number 2 and Pequeno Loco is number 1, so the first minute of this match is going to be solely between these two. But one thing we do know about these two is that when they have a match together, it is always brilliant. They never let the fans down. They've had wars of words over Facebook. They've had wars of words in Fusion Virtual. This really is a blood feud. But can either of these men from this disadvantageous position. Let's not forget these two are going to be in here longer than anyone else. Can either of these two men go on to episode 18? And we find ourselves very much in the calm before the storm here at the start of the Rumble match. Pecorino Loco working on Brian Stone's head, it would seem. Interesting tactic there, but Brian locks up Loco, gets a wrist lock. And this is what I want about when these two when they ring together. It's very technical, very stylized, and they both really want to win this one. Big drop kick. You know you're in trouble when Brian Stone starts hitting drop kicks on you. He gets caught. Joey Marcus is the third entrant in this match. Someone who's also unsuccessfully challenged for the Fusion Virtual Championship against Brian Stone on episode 7. So Brian and Joey know each other very well. But Pecorino Loco doesn't let Joey get any offense in on Brian Stone, wants him all to himself. Not willing to cooperate with Joey in any way. Oh, now he comes over to Joey Marcus. No. Joey's the fresh man. Three of the major players, not only in virtual but in real life Fusion Pro. Either of these men realistically could do it. Who's number 4? Isaac North. You want to talk about men who could realistically do it? Isaac North. This match just became a lot more dangerous and a lot scarier. I think Isaac North may be the one to win this one, but it's too early to tell just yet. Joey Marcus was in trouble there, but he managed to hang on. Isaac North now in trouble as well, quickly, but he hangs on too. And the pace is now picking up in this one. Joey Marcus is now in trouble. No, the last thing you want to do in a rumble isn't just lean on the ropes for support, because you don't even think about it. But if you're lent on them ropes, anyone can come across and duck you straight out. Who's number 5? It's Morgan Daly. Morgan Daly is number 5. Someone who's never challenged for gold in Fusion Virtual thus far. Oh, it's taken out. Big suplex. Oh, again we said about RJ Silver getting with his face just hitting the ropes on the way down. That hurts. Like, there's no way around it. It hurts. But Loco's in trouble. Cannonball connects. That cannonball taking out Pecorino Loco is flat out now. Oh, and the hook and sink. But we wait for our 6th entrant to come out. Big Red. Now this is interesting, because Big Red is already in the match. So one must assume that if Big Red does win this one, then it stays a triple threat, right? But I'm thinking he's only here to eliminate Isaac North, which can't be true because he's gone straight for Brian Stone. Very interesting. Is he here to help? Oh! Brian Stone eliminated. Our first elimination from this match is Brian Stone, the number 2 entrant, which means that Loco has been in here the longest. Paquino Loco been in this match longer than anyone. Isaac North, no, doesn't quite get eliminated there. Just hangs on, but no, it takes out Morgan and Big Red there. Interesting dynamics in this match. Big Red and Morgan Daly aren't people that you would see teaming up very often. Matty Mayhem, one half of Anarchy Inc. Maybe he could have a shot at singles gold. Not sure how Ryan would feel about that, but oh god, big backbreaker takes out Isaac North, and it's to the point now where I'm struggling to keep up. But I can tell you that Paquino Loco in trouble there in the corner. Matty Mayhem also in trouble now. Not been in this one for very long yet. Oh, super kick to Joey Marcus. Matty Mayhem keeps in the match. For now anyway. Number 8 coming out soon. Morgan Daly, so athletic. Connor Klein. We spoke about Paradox before, and how Connor Klein being the least successful out of the bunch. That may all be about to change. He gets taken out straight away. You know what? It's fine, because he's not eliminated. It's fine. He's just been taken out. But Joey Marcus and Isaac North are going ham on each other now. Isaac in trouble. A lot of people lying around the ring. For some reason, Connor Klein just about getting up now. Oh, that's not very good for Connor. And Connor's working together with Isaac North. No, he's not. He's taking out Isaac North. Not made his mind up on what he wants to do, but Paquino Loco's in trouble there. Morgan Daly, Matty Mayhem eliminated. Morgan Daly just resting in the corner. That can be dangerous. Matty Mayhem will not be entering that 8-way match. The 8-way match, the 4-way match, sorry. Number 9, Alfie Brooks, the other half of TN Gen. Alongside Morgan Daly, who's just eliminated Isaac North. That's huge. That is massive, and Alfie Brooks is getting taken out. Morgan Daly doesn't help him. Instead goes over to take out Joey, but now Morgan's in trouble. Oh, he is in trouble. Oh, and Morgan Daly is out of this one. Now Alfie Brooks is on his own. Not much teamwork there from those two. But Alfie Brooks takes out Big Red. It will be a 4-way match. But don't forget, there is still one more entrant in this match. This isn't the final 3 yet. Oh! God, Alfie's face. This is not the final 3. We've only had 9 entrants. Hook and sink, potentially. Yes, it connects to Connor Klein. Alfie Brooks now getting locked up by Joey Marcus, and it's looking like Joey's going to try and eliminate Alfie Brooks. Which he does successfully. And as we wait for our 10th entrant to come to the ring, it's Joey and Connor left. Connor Klein could go on to prove that he is the best member of Paradox, but not if Creeper has anything to do about it, he won't. The complexion of this match just completely changed. We went from 2 of the fan favourites here to just both of these men trying to survive, but Joey Marcus teaming up with Creeper, interestingly. Well, not for very long. Creeper taken down there by Pirate Prince. And a huge backbreaker, that was massive. And Joey Marcus still in control of this match. Oh, and yeah, if I was Creeper, I would not be doing that. You know, a whole lot can go wrong from that position in a Rumble match, but... Oh! Creeper just saved Joey Marcus. Not going to eliminate him. He's just working down Connor. What's going on? Why is Creeper not eliminating Joey? And why is he saving him from being eliminated? That's weird. Anyway, these two again working together. And Connor Klein's gone. It's going to be Joey Marcus, or it's going to be Creeper who joins that four-way match. That was interesting because now they're just fighting again. I don't know what's going on between these two, but Creeper did not want Joey to be eliminated early. Now these two are in the final two. They both know what it's like to challenge for that gold. Creeper challenged for it in the final of the tournament. Joey Marcus, episode 7, unsuccessful against Brian Stone. So these two do understand how important this is. But only one of them can go through to that four-way. Joey Marcus is out! And Creeper, it's going to be Big Red versus Dougie Matthews versus Pastor Everett Teague versus Creeper for the Fusion Virtual Championship on episode 18. What a huge win for Creeper. But what does this mean for his tag team with Big 50?